Look, I just realized that I had everything muted. What's going on, man? Inspector Nacho, how you doing? How are you guys doing? Did y'all return the flag as instructed? King, school you. Yo, what? Twitch says I was pinged. You were pinged. What's up? What's poppin', Papa? You know what's poppin'. I'm in the house, man. Yes, I pinged everybody. We live, man. Let's go. King, school you. Where y'all watching at, man? Where y'all watching from? What y'all doing? Mustache. Did you steal my guide on? I will hunt you down. Inspector Nacho, Corporal Mustache. Can you confirm or deny any of this? I'm on mobile. How you doing? I'm good, man. How you doing? Look, we going live from a different location today, man. I am in Georgia, home of the Braves. It's the reason I got on my Braves. Nah, I got it on because I want to have it on. Inspector Nacho, I'm okay. I would never do that to my battle buddies. I'm a high-speed NCO. I'm doing great. That's great. All right, look, we're going to jump into this thing, man. Let me go and get to the, let's see. And as you guys can see right now, the slide that's up says the Jewel Junkie. Want to go and give a shout out to the Jewel Junkie, where they add style to your smile, $5 at a time. Where there are no rules to the jewels, you ain't got to break the bank to look like $1 million. Shout out to the Jewel Junkie, my co-pilot, that's been going through the madness with me. We've been getting it. So y'all get on over there, man. I'm telling you, y'all got prom, y'all got balls, y'all got Army, Navy, Marine Corps balls coming up. You got the Christmas balls that's passed. You got whatever, a formal event, or you just want to make yourself feel good. Go on over to JewelJunkie.com and get you something, man. Woo, woo. That's right, Jewel Junkie. I gave First Sergeant my corporal coin. How did he take that, Inspector Nacho? How did he take that? Huh? Was he excited about getting your coin? All right, let's see if I can remember which one it is. All right. Boom. Here we go. Y'all like my little slides? We're going to kick it off, man. Hey, the quote of the day is coming from Carl Jung. But before I get into the quote of the day, remember that it's February, man. It's February, and it is Black History Month. And this is a great opportunity. A lot of times, I know growing up, we didn't get a whole lot of in-depth knowledge on Black history. You know, we got to skim over like, yeah, there were slaves, and this is the next chapter. But there's a lot of things that go into, you know, Black History Month, man. So y'all take some time out. You got a whole 28 days, maybe? No. You know, we got a whole month to go in and learn some stuff that you might not have known, all right? And on the other note, man, some birthday shout-outs, man. My little brother, his birthday was on February the 5th. We got one of our close friends, Tiana Pye Scott's birthday is today. Dwayne Smith, shout out to Dwayne Smith. His birthday is coming up. Steve Quinn and Mike Heath. And anybody else's birthday that's in February, man, shout out to you, man. Happy birthday. You know, we pray that you have a blessed and wonderful day and that you're blessed with many, many more to come. So, back to our quote. It comes from Carl Jung. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. I like that. I like that. Inspector Nacho, he was like, I'm going to get your name engraved on it. I'm going to make a custom corporal coin with a stash on it. All right, man. Look, check it out. We have some great guests so far. We had Leon Bicey, Jennifer Hummer, and today we have the one, the only, Frank Brown. Franklin Brown, also known as Frank Financial, and better known for me as Cream, DJ Cream, cash rules everything around me. Gotta get the money. Dollar. I thought you was gonna finish it for me, Jewel Junkie. You sitting over there nodding your head. All right, and we got First Sergeant Villarreal coming up on the 11th. We got Colonel Reppers coming up, and we got a surprise guest on the 18th. We have Jennifer and Lawrence Laverne coming up. William Galen, and we're gonna top the month off with Kelly and Nancy Mann. Man, we got a heavy hitter this month, and we'll see if we can beat it next month. But for now, we have the one, the only Franklin Financial. What's good?
Going on?
What's good, brother?
Everything. How you doing?
Hey. Let me. My stuff is all acting funny. Well, I'm acting funny because I ain't do it right. Let me get right. Hold on. Bam. There we go.
I like the effects.
How you doing, brother?
Man, let me see. I think I'm doing fantastic. You know, it's crazy how I'm doing. Honestly, I can't believe that I'm living this life. It's crazy.
Yeah, share. Come on, talk to us.
All right, I'm not sure if you saw, but my daughter, so I'm wearing this shirt. She recently just went to IMG. That's the sports academy down in Bradenton, Florida. She's living down there now. She's 15. She just moved out to Bradenton. She got a scholarship, somewhat partial scholarship to go down there and play tennis.
Okay.
But she had just left this private school right here. It's called Baylor. It's one of the top 10 schools in the country. She started off there. She just started her freshman year, but halfway through the school year, she gets recruited to IMG. It's crazy. And then my son is fencing. It's crazy.
Look,
it's crazy.
That's awesome. Okay, we got nephew Taze in the house. That's my auntie calling herself me. We got Leonard Bookman. What's going on, First Sergeant? How you doing? And the Jewel Junkie says Wilson's finest, bro.
Dang,
Blessed. Yes, indeed. Yes, bro. That is so awesome. That's like if
yes.
Right? You out there.
It feels like this pictures from the hood, having two twins that's premature, 1 ounces and like 3 pounds, 2 ounces, and then homeschooling them, then just grinding, starting off as the strength and conditioning coach at the gym.
Yeah.
So because I'm at the gym, my kids ask for that, and then it turned into this. Crazy. And then some money along the way.
Getting paid to let them come there and work it out, get the skills up, and that's awesome. And head first. So look.
Sorry.
It's all good, bro. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna back up. Who are you? Where are you from? And what else do you do?
Okay. The who are you is a loaded question.
Let's go.
I'm Franklin Brown. Everybody calls me Frank Finance, but and I love your show. So I'm gonna say this, and this is I consider myself and my family, man. I'm father of the decade around this bad boy. You know what I'm saying?
Claim it, brother.
I've been putting in work.
Yes.
That's really what I do. I've been raising my children since they was born, and I put a lot of stuff on the back burner so I could just focus my time and energy into them.
Yeah.
So, I'm Frank Brown Sr. I got Francesca and I got Frank Jr. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I got my wife. I just went and kissed her and I told her, hey, my father game is tight. My husband game is good, but I would like to get it up there to the great, like where the father status is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
I'm digging the shirt. I'm digging the shirt too, man. I'm digging it.
That's who I am, where I'm from. I'm from East Oakland, California.
All right.
Moved up to Sacramento, California to go to high school. And then from there it was the Army. Yeah, from the Yay area, and that's why this stuff is so unbelievable. You may have seen my last post. My mom was 15 when she had me take.
Yeah, man.
So it's crazy, that this is real. That life by design, you say you're gonna go out here and get it and make things happen. It's crazy that it's for real,
Man. Yeah, man. Look, you one of the things that you have to do is really you got to speak it, right? You got to speak it, because if you don't speak it, it won't happen. You
That's
speak
right.
those things into existence, because if you speak negativity, that's what's gonna come back, right?
That's what's gonna come. Yeah.
So, man, and one thing I know about Mr. Cream, cash moves everything.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm happy to hear that. It's been like 20 years.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know what I'm saying?
It's been a while, bro. That's oh my god. Look, it's so crazy because when you have these relationships, and it's so funny because doing this, people be like, you don't even talk. I was like, well, you don't know, because when I'm with my people, when we just doing it, we chopping it up, I talk.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
I don't always do it like this, right? So they get to see like if they were a fly on the wall, and they get to hear some of the conversation. So that's one of the benefits of this. But yeah, man, they don't know. So the next question is, how you know me?
Okay. Hey, this is a great one right here, because not only my first duty station, I believe, was your first duty station also.
Yeah.
Fort Hood, Texas.
Fort Hood.
You was in Medac, I was in Dentac, and we lived in the same barracks, but we was rapping together. We was rappers.
We were rappers.
We had a rap group. We
Bars.
had beats and turntables.
Bars.
We had a
They don't
squad.
know. Bro, they don't know. Look.
Man,
They got
we performed in a club.
Hey,
you
that's what I'm
remember,
telling you.
what was that called? City Lights?
We was getting in for free, 99.
Yes.
They was like, yo, y'all gonna come perform? I'm like, yeah, we gonna come through.
We performed at Soldiers Day or something like that.
Yeah, man.
In front of like 10,000 soldiers.
We was getting
It's
it.
crazy.
We was getting it.
You
We
know?
was getting looked at, man. She don't believe us.
Hey, but other than knowing you from us rapping together and living in the barracks and hanging out and playing basketball together, you was balling. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I had got the plug at Wilson's Leather working. I hired you on at Wilson's Leather working. I was there when you met your wife. You know what I'm saying? I was there day one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
day
saying?
one. Let's go.
And that was I remember like it was yesterday. Because we had a nice job. You know what I'm saying?
We had a nice job.
Yeah.
It was shout out to Wilson's Leather, man.
Well, shout out to Wilson's Leather.
Yeah,
man.
I don't even know. Do they
Probably
still
got a
have
jacket
stores
around
open?
here somewhere.
hey, I do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got at least one. I held it down. Yeah,
Hey,
man.
I love that job.
I loved it too, bro.
You know?
So you tiptoed on it. So we both, we both served. I'm still serving for a little bit longer. What's your ties to the military, and what drove you to come into the military?
All right. So I did 6 years in Dentac. Delta 148. Let's see. I made it to sergeant. But let me tell you why I came in. High school wasn't my thing, so I knew college wasn't even a thought of mine. I was DJ Cream, Frank Financial, and it's all because I always had my mind on the money. And I knew that in the military, I could meet people from all around the world, all around the country that's probably want to get money like I want to get money.
Right.
So I joined. I stayed in 6 years. I chose something like Dentac because my mama said I wasn't allowed to do nothing else, And man, that was great. I was able to learn how to make grills because what I was making was anything that goes in the mouth.
Right, dental. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I started a little side business called $1 Million Smile while I was making gold grills.
Are you serious?
I swear.
Bro, you always hustling, man. I tell you that. You always hustling. I like you.
Always. That was the greatest thing about being in the military is, let me tell you. So we played basketball. You was killing me. I was average at basketball. I was average at school. I was damn near average at everything, but I went into the Army and it was me, Affleck, and Armoroso. I remember the drill sergeant telling us, "Hey, don't none of y'all, the rest of y'all don't get to, y'all shouldn't even be wearing uniforms. But Brown, Affleck, and Armoroso, those are soldiers right there." And that showed me that if I just gave everything I had, I could be great at something.
Yeah.
And from there, that's when I knew I could do anything. You know, and from that giddy up, from knowing that I was basically an average person where I came from, but I came into the military at basic, I'm a damn superstar.
Yeah.
You know, and it was all because I don't know, I just was going hard, and man, that just stuck with me. You know, so the hustle, it just stuck with me. You know.
Well, you hit on some of it, man. So you hit on some of the pros. What would you say is some of the biggest pros of you coming in, aside for you getting that mindset switch?
Just right off the top, and it's something I teach my kids, and I still live by. 15 minutes early is on time. On time is late.
Yes.
Yes. And if you look at most people, they late, and so. That spawned was another a way of life, is that we do the opposite of what the masses do. Most folks, I use one of my boys, Moreno, in the military. I always use my military experiences to teach my kids.
Yeah.
But Moreno, in basic, he didn't have his hat. He used to always be late. And Moreno, I love my boy, but he ended up getting his foot chopped off. He got amputated.
What?
And oh yes, he was up like in Alaska, one of the duty stations, and I don't know exactly what happened, but I'm sure he was either late or he forgot some shit, and he was being the person that slips,
Yeah.
and you get your foot chopped off because of it,
Wow.
So, man, one of the things the Army taught me is the best thing about it, and I think everybody should serve a couple of years like they do in these other countries.
I would sign off on that, bro. I mean, it's free. If for nothing more than that's how you get your free education.
Yep. Oh
right?
yes, that's one of the best things.
If for nothing more than that, I would definitely be like, yeah, serve 2 or 3 years. By the time you get out of basic, you halfway done.
Yeah. If you open-minded to it, you can go there and at least get some discipline instilled. If you say, okay, I'm gonna go there so I become a more disciplined individual when I'm done, you're winning.
Right.
I let my son know that the man he is will not be the man he is after basic. Well, he going through OCS.
OCS, exactly.
He going. Hey, the goal right now is West Point. The goal is West Point. Any of the military academies. And that's why we grind. That's one of the reasons I'm proud, because it's real tight. What's crazy is that this boy could really go into the military, into the West Point, into any of the top academies. His goal is to be a general. My son, he really could be a damn general.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
what's crazy, it's crazy what it could happen when you realize that the stuff that you're working for is attainable.
Right.
One thing that we've learned is that hard work really pays off.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times people don't really see that, your dreams are attainable, and that's, so if the boy want to be a general, I'm talking to him, hey, what about politics after General Colin Powell could have been president?
Hey,
hey, this is a possibility. Barack, he didn't know he was going to be president when he was a freshman in high school,
right.
But right now we can go ahead and start molding and cultivating that.
Yeah, you start
I told you the boy is Spencer,
Yeah, man.
We're looking at the Harvard scholarships,
Hey man, you speaking it into them, man, and then you're watering it, so you planting them seeds and watering them jokers, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome, bro. That is so awesome. I was like,
sorry if I missed the question. Did we hit the question?
You hit the question. Absolutely.
Okay.
One of the things that you hit on was, you're doing these things, and I'm looking at you and I'm hearing you, and I hear Cream, but I'm hearing Dad. I'm like,
it's crazy.
Cream is in pop mode, man. It's like you hustling on another level for the kids, man. That's so awesome,
For the kids, they're the greatest investment.
Absolutely.
People may not look at it. It's assets and liabilities.
Yeah.
You remember Natika Webster? You remember her?
I do remember. Yeah.
Yes. When I met her dad, he used to tell me, hey, Thank you for taking off my head. She's a liability. You liability. He used to always say that, and I never knew what it meant. He kept telling you a liability.
Her dad said that?
I never knew what it meant until I got older, and your children could be liabilities, you know, or they could be assets.
Right.
Right now, I've been taking my son in the morning to teach him how to drive. You know, 5 a.m, we wake up, I teach him how to drive.
Yeah.
Because if he gets his license and he's a driver I can trust, he's an asset to the family.
Right.
But if he go out here, I just got hit yesterday. I took him to school. A girl rear-ended me, one of the students.
What?
That's a liability.
Right.
You know
right. Yeah.
You're lucky that I was at a stop and, you know, she was slowing down and hit me, and it wasn't much damage, but, you know, and I'm a nice guy, but, you know, that's the liabilities. And I look at my children as being the greatest investments, you know?
Yeah.
My daughter, when she gets this $1 million check, she knows, hey, we buying an apartment complex.
Yeah.
That first check that comes in is we buying that apartment complex.
Yeah.
My son, when he goes to West Point, after he graduates, gets them bars put on. Oh, that check, he's buying properties at every duty station.
Yes.
You know? Because that's how we do it.
Come on,
you know?
Mr. Financial. Come on. You about to get into it, man.
Man, you gotta have a play. Hey, people used to have big families back in the day. Why? Because they needed them. Now you got to take what you have and use them.
Yeah.
You know, assets and liabilities. And the children, they can be your greatest assets. Especially when we need somebody to take care of us when we get old.
Right.
You want broke ass children trying to take care of you when you're old? Or do you want children that can afford nurses 24/7? You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to be wiping your butt. So they gotta have the dough, you know, to make sure they can pay somebody to wipe your butt.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
Come on,
we paying
man.
for it. You
Come
know?
on. All right, so what's give me a con to your time in the military.
Let's see, a con. When I was in the Army, some things happened to me, but you know, so one time I got pulled over coming on post, and I was on my way to PT, leaving my boy Holloman's house. Man, I got pulled over, and they pulled out the guns on me. Told me to put my hands out the window. This is where I first learned this. Open it up, get out, get on my knees. Cops everywhere. They cuffed me up and put me in the grass, and they left me there for a couple of hours. And you know, and they were just searching and everything. And then they let me go. You know, and I went and I filed a complaint. I told Sergeant Trevino. We went down to the MP station, and they was like, basically, what you want us to do about it? You know? And I wanted some kind of, you know, something, you know, hey, an apology would have worked. But
right.
None of that. They just sent me up out of there, you know? So, I think that's the only con I got. Let's see that. You know, I was treated, you know, you learn what really is life.
Yeah.
You know, I had some, you learn, you know, there was some racist folks in there that do certain things, but that comes with life. It just made me stronger, so I can't even call it a con.
Right.
You know, so, you remember when I tried out for the Army boxing team?
Yeah.
I made the Army boxing team, but Sergeant Trevino told me, well, we thought you weren't going to make it. We thought you were just going to be used as a punching bag, so you can't be on the team. And then I realized at that point, they pulled me off the team tag. I could have been on my way to the Olympics.
What?
You know what I'm saying? They pulled me off because they said they didn't think I was going to make it. They wouldn't sign off on it when the boxing team said you made the team. Yeah. Wow. So I had real life lessons like at 18 years old that you really you can't believe what you believe what they telling you. You know, I don't want to put it that way, but these are just people. You know what I'm saying? My boy Sergeant Trevino, I love him, Sergeant First Class, but he's still just a human that has their own agenda. You know, so you got to accept it for what it is, you know, and most people are I'm gonna just say average. Fuck it. And most people are average, and most people are thinking in an average mentality. And They didn't think I was gonna make the boxing team, but I knew I was because I was a bad mofo. I had just learned the basic that I stand out from the crowd, and all I gotta do is go harder than everybody else, and I will stand out from the crowd. So I realized at that point that this is the reason I got out. I'm sorry, but the reason I got out is because I saw that on the pay sheet that they give you that a 010, a general, makes about 10 grand a month. This is when we were in. It was about 10,000 and some change. And I realized that if I work the hardest from the bottom and make it all the way to the top, I'm only going to make 10 grand a month. And that's if I put it in 20 years. And that's when I knew it wasn't for me. You know, once I came to that realization, that's when I knew that the military was no longer for me. But I planned on doing 20 years when I first got involved.
Okay.
You know, I thought it was going to be, I knew I wasn't going to school. And then I figured, okay, they'll pay me just to do Army stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So
go play Army.
Just go play Army. Put on a uniform, march around. You know, I didn't even know what dental did at that point.
Yeah.
You know, I identified like the skulls in the wars. You know, I thought they looked at records and stuff.
Yeah.
But who knew they made dentures
and grills,
and grills. Hey, so anything you can think of that goes in the mouth. When I worked at the hospital, we did oral facial maxillary surgery. We did rhinoplasties. If somebody had a big bump on their nose, we'd pull it up, shave it down. You remember Famari?
Yeah.
That dude. We did liposuction on him in our clinic.
Are you serious?
You know, we did. Yeah. The reason I got the job at Wilson's is because I was working at the hospital at night. I would do from 16:30 to 7:30 in the morning. Then I would have the whole day off. That's how I was able to work at Wilson's in the daytime.
Okay.
You know, so I was just getting the phone calls at night. If somebody got hurt, I would call in the surgeon, and then we would set up the little operating room.
I remember I came in there to see you during the Christmas time, and you was in that joint. Yeah,
I was in there. I was in there every night.
Oh,
you know,
man, I didn't even know that. I didn't put that. I thought you was on like staff duty or something, bro.
I did that every night until I went to recruiting duty. Hey, my whole military career was playing. Those 6 years, you know, it's just there were some bad things, but who cares? You know, I believe in highs and lows.
Yeah.
You know, one of my sayings is it's always something. You know, being a real estate investor is always something. You know, I'm surprised my phone ain't ringing now with something. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so hey, let's get into that, man. So how did you get into the whole real estate investing deal, man?
Okay, let's see. I was in the Army, Fort Gordon, up in Augusta. I bought the first one, Army, you know, what do they call VA loan, zero down. And then at this time, Tay, the houses, my first one, I had got this thing, Carlton Sheets. You ever heard of Carlton Sheets?
No.
It's this old, like, VHS type thing.
Okay.
I got it like in 1998. I think I opened it up in 2006 or 2003. 2002. So I opened it up and I'm watching the videos, but the only thing I remembered, he said you can make any offer that you want as long as you put it's contingent upon financing. So me and my girl at that time, she was my girlfriend, hey, we just went out making offers, and then we would just tell the people it's contingent upon financing. We knew we weren't going to get financed. But this first one, this guy named Philip Coral said, we told him this, and he said, that's no problem. My guy, Donnie Miller at Regions Bank will finance you. So we was like, cool. He said, if you want this one, I'll give you another one. So we bought like 1918 Ellis Street in Augusta, 19,000. And then we bought another one like in, I can't remember the name of the city, somewhere in the country, you know, like South Carolina for 39,000. But we went to the bank. We went to Regions Bank, Donnie Miller, and then Donnie was like, well, I got to take a look at it and then all this nonsense. So I left the bank and I said, hey, Philip, well, Donnie said he had to do this research. And then he said, well, head over to this other bank. As I was driving over there, Philip called me back and he said, turn back around, go to Regions. Donnie said he'd do the deal. I bought 2 in one day. You know what I'm saying? My first deal was 2 in one day. A $19,000, like a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and like it may have been a 2 or 3 bedroom up in Edgewood, South Carolina. And I got that one for 40 grand. And that's what got the ball rolling. Once I knew that this was back in the day, this was 2002, 2003, you could basically go in there and say, I have a deal. This is how much it makes, and this is how much they want. And then they would finance it. And that's what got the ball rolling. You know, it was crazy. And that was in 2003, 2004, 2005. I got out the Army in 2004. Tay. When I got out the Army, I started a franchise called JanPro. You ever heard of JanPro?
I seen you posting on stuff.
All right, JanPro. I got out in September of 2004. I started JanPro in January of 2004. I had made $100,000 by the time I got out. And that's when I knew I was done. Yeah. I had made $100,000 in the evenings. I still was waking up, going to PT. I still was going to the ADL, the Army Dental Lab, doing my thing. And then in the evenings, Maybaum Realtors in Augusta. I'm sure you heard of them.
Yeah.
They're like the largest realtor. I had all of their offices. I was killing it. You know, me and my girl, we would clean up in the evening. We had staff. I got out the Army and I started buying the real estate. You know, I was buying the real estate when I was in there, but the first two was the one I told you about. So I'm making $100,000 and I have some real estate. And, you know, I guess I had my Army career. You know, I could tell people I'm in the Army, that gives you credibility. Right. Just having, I had credit, I had a business, and I was in Augusta. It's so cheap, you know. I'm from California, so if you can buy something $50,000 in Augusta and rent it out, check this out. So the way I buy, I'm a buy and hold specialist. So if I buy something, I'll give you the $20,000 example. It only has to bring me in $200 a month, and I'll buy it. $400 a month, that's 20% cap rate. I'm killing it. So how many of those do you need in order to be good? You know?
Yeah.
So that's where it started off. Now I don't have anything for 20,000, but in 2014, 2013, I bought some property in Atlanta, $35,000. I can give you the address right now. The person I sold it to for $125,000, they're selling it for like $250, $260 now. It's under contract. You know,
I think you were working on that one, and you was doing the. Didn't you get stopped going into the to one of your properties? You had one of your guys. Was that the one?
I had a whole lot. You know, so there's been where I had like a work letter to cease working on the property because we didn't have the permits. Because, you know, sometimes when I started off, I did things the hood way. You know, hey, it's levels to this game, Tay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's levels. You know, so I had a whole lot of issues. You know, a whole lot of drama. But I believe that's what comes with the territory. When I first bought. So the stuff I bought in 2003, 2004. I had twins. They were premature. I moved out to California. I was living with my mama. I filed bankruptcy. So I was balling. Me and my girl was balling. We went out to California because we thought we were doing well. And she was pregnant with the twins. And we thought we could do the same thing that we did in Augusta in California. But we got there and we didn't know that most twins come out premature. They were 10 weeks premature. So I'm on lockdown, you know?
Yeah.
And my property in Augusta, I had a property manager. I think she was ripping me off every month, but who knows? Hell, now that I look at it, all the bills I get, she probably was keeping it hunted. You know what I'm saying? But every month there was like, hey, water heater went out, this went out. So I wasn't making any money on my properties with her managing. Wow. I'm in California. She's in Georgia. I have to just take her word for it. And then I'm starting to look at the invoices and I see her husband. He has a different company. He's doing all the repairs. So they could be charging me whatever. And then my janitorial company, I had an operations manager. This is my boy, Howard Richardson. He's making about $50,000 a month still off of the base JanPro that I sold him. But I sold it to, he was my manager at first. I'm in California and nobody's going to take care of your baby like they take care of their own baby.
Right.
So the standard of maintenance is going down. He's getting complaints. And then so that means I'm getting the complaints. And so I end up selling him my business and he ended up growing it into something great, you know, which is fantastic. Let's see, yada yada yada. I filed the bankruptcy. You know, let me tell you this for the listeners, for those who don't know, bankruptcy is fantastic. What it is they get rid of your debt. In certain cases, there's chapter 13 and chapter 7. But what we had, they got rid of our debt. Are we still making money off these properties? Hell yes. We still, you know, it's crazy. You know, when we first went to court, we told the judge, hey, no, we realized that this wasn't for us. And then when he looked at it, he was like, no, you guys should do it. You know, we thought that we heard other people before us that they had to pay it back. We didn't want to pay it back. We found out there was 2 different bankruptcies and that we didn't have to pay it back. We knew we would have to wait 7 years before we could start buying real estate again. That was fine because I knew that I had to just get ready.
Yeah.
You know, because that's how the game go. So from 2007 to 2014, I didn't buy any real estate. But check this out. I didn't know about something called creative financing. You know what I'm saying? Tay, that's how I got rich right there. Yeah. I didn't know that I didn't have to wait. But I believe from what I learned, if you filed bankruptcy, you couldn't buy a house for 7 years. So I waited my 7 years out. I went and got a job. I knew I needed a high paying job. That's why I became a personal trainer, because I saw an ad that you can make 6 figures being a personal trainer.
Oh, wow.
And I had really got swole. I put an ad on MySpace. I started training people out of their apartment complexes and houses. And then I said, okay, if somebody makes $100,000 being a personal trainer, I can make $100,000 being a personal trainer.
Right.
So that's what got that ball restarted. But then I bought that first property. I bought a 3-plex FHA. I bought it in Lilburn. So it cost me $132,000. I had to put 3.5% down, which is like $7,000 or something like that. After I bought that one, you know, I felt like I was a real estate investor. Me and my family, we're living in a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and then we have a tenant above us and a tenant to the side. It's 3-plex.
Okay.
So we're living in there. We're stacking up dough. We're stacking up dough because we got rid of your biggest expense is probably going to be your mortgage or your rent.
Right.
You get rid of that. Oh, you can get rich. Anybody listening, if you get rid of your mortgage or your rent, you can get rich. And the easiest way that I found to do that in America, you take a FHA loan and you go move into a duplex, a 3-plex, or a 4-plex, cut your overhead. Once you cut that overhead, now you can start saving. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Once you start saving, now you got a down payment for the next one. You know, now we had a down payment for the second one. But the third one, we realized, okay, the banks won't give us any money. The second one, we got lucky. We bought a 6-unit apartment building. We found it on Craigslist. You know, owner finance is when somebody owns it, you go right to them and you basically just structure the deal. Yeah. And you pay them. We did the first one. I bought it for like $130,000. It was a 6-unit building. It was bringing in $32,000 a year already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I actually saw that before I bought my 3-plex. I saw it, but the pictures looked so ugly. It looked like a jail, you know. So I passed on it. And with the FHA, you can't buy anything larger than a 4-plex.
Okay.
You know, you only can buy 1 through 4. So this time I doubled back and I saw the 6-plex is bringing in $32,000. He's asking $30,000 down. We've been living at this other place and we've been stacking up our dough. So now we can get this. That was our first owner finance deal. Mm-hmm. From that guy named Dan Foss, rest in peace. He died of cancer not too long ago, but he sold us that 6-plex. Then he sold us a 4-plex and a duplex, all owner finance.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Tay, I bought from him right now. From him, I have over $1 million worth of real estate owner finance. The 6-unit I bought for $130,000, it appraised for $504 like 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The 4-plex and the duplex, I paid $125 for the duplex and $250 for the 4-plex. They're easy. I had put the 4-plex on the market for $450, but I sold my 3-plex first because the market is stupid on fire. So I wanted to cash in, even though I hate that I sold any. You know what I'm saying? Because now I gotta work. Now I gotta find some more to replace it. You know what I'm saying? My goal was just to buy the initials and add to them and just live off that. You know?
Yeah.
But I paid $132,000 for the threeplex. I sold that bad boy for $325,000. I bought it in 2015. So 5-6 years later, I made $190,000 on it. And then over the years that I've had it, I made like 60 grand in rent, you know. Plus, because I stayed there, I don't get hit with the capital gains tax, you know. So I let that one fly. And then I bought one for $35,000, 3-bedroom, 1 bath. I let that one fly for $154 or something like that. I bought that one owner finance too, sight unseen. So when I was in Augusta, I went to this real estate school, Jeff Keller, you know, Century 21. You probably heard of him.
Yeah.
But he told me one time he was in the hospital, and he said he wouldn't have had the money if he didn't have these 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom brick properties. And he said, if you ever get a chance to buy a 3-bedroom, 1-bath brick property for 50 grand, you should buy it. I got a call from this guy, Don Jacobs. It's my boy. He said, hey, I have a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, all brick house in the West End. The tenant's paying $625,000. I want $35,000. You know, you can put, I think I put $11,000 down. I put $11,000 down, and I paid $24,000 over the next year, you know, as a balloon payment. I bought that bad boy. Check this out. So I bought it from him. And then I went to go collect the rent from the tenant. The tenant wouldn't give me the money. They said, well, you need to prove to me that you own this house. And then I went to go get her the paperwork, and I shouldn't have, you know, I was easing to it. But when I came back, she like had her boyfriend, you know, like they was gonna try to do something. So I just put her ass out there, you know, put her out. And I raised the rent to $950. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was a win. I refinanced that property because let me tell you, hopefully my boy, I'll send him the link, my boy Orlando. I bought the property for $35,000. My boy Orlando, I've been trying to put people in the game. So I said, hey, I got this for $35,000. I'll let you have it for $50,000. We know this is the West End. I know you'll be able to get $125,000 for it in about 3 years.
Yeah.
So we worked the deal out. He was owner financing it for me. But eventually he said, hey, I don't want it, you know, yada, yada. He was afraid he wasn't going to be able to get the rental rate. So he was about to sell it. I said, oh, no. I was just hooking you up. I did not want to get rid of this property, but I'm trying to put people on. That's why I get the duplexes and the fourplexes, because these are properties that you can get FHA. Okay. I can get them and I can pass them on. And it's just like Monopoly. I can hook you up with a house so you can get a hotel. And it's just with the 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s, you can do that. Okay. Especially the 2s, 3s, and 4s, the multifamily.
Yeah.
So I got it back from him, and then I rented it out at $950. I refinanced it for $79. I pulled some cash out. Had a little mortgage on it, but the tenant is covering that. And then the tenant moved out, and I decided to sell it because the market was hot. I sold it for $159. I thought I was gonna get $200 because on Zillow it said $200, but when we put it on the market, now I didn't fix it up. It was ugly. You know what I'm saying? I started. I did that work because the real estate agent said, "Hey, we have people that'll buy it as is right now." And so from that point, man, I stopped fixing things up. I let people see it ugly first.
Yeah.
You know that. Just because I was $20,000 into something ugly, and I didn't have to put $0 in, and they would have bought it for the same $159.
Wow.
You know, so I'm still learning. You know, and I'm loving this game. You know,
man.
Loving it.
Look, you got well, are you still doing your training? I seen you had a couple of you was traveling, so you're not doing your training anymore.
I'm not training because people don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, people don't do nothing. I give away the game for free. You know, people, it's a numbers game. You know, how many people are successful? And it's a reason why. One of my favorite books is Laws of Human Nature. Yeah. You know, and it's because that. And I hate that I'm gonna use this word, but most motherfuckers is sorry. You know, they're sorry. It's just how it is. It's just a numbers game, you know. Yeah. And I realize all you have to do is don't be sorry, and you will win. You know what I'm saying? That's all I do. I just look at what everybody else is doing, and I just do the opposite. You know what I'm saying? They're doing the wrong thing. You know, they buying the fancy cars. I don't buy the fancy cars. They buy the fancy clothes. I don't buy them. Hey, they balling. They buy the big house. I don't buy the big house. You know, I just do the opposite.
Yeah.
I hop on social media sometimes. You know, I was gone a year. I put some stuff on, but now I'm gone again because that's not me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good stuff, man.
You know, I just do the opposite. You know.
Look, people need to hear that, bro. They need to hear that. Look, let me see what we got. We got let me see. Lady L says, "Hi, Franklin. That's my mama. Hey, mama.
How you doing?"
Leonard Bookman says, "Stay 20 years and you will always have nurses." He said it may have been a blessing that they pulled you. What do you mean, Bookman? That they pulled you? Hunt the good stuff. Nephew Tay, yes. Jewel Junkie, nice. Yeah, man. So look, you hit a lot of stuff, bro. That was a lot of nuggets.
Sorry, and I was rolling.
No, bro, that was good. That was really good. Like I'm trying to find my notepad so I could take down some stuff because I'm trying to see what I'm gonna be when I grow up.
I can dig it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, bro. I'm on my 180-day internship in terminal leave, bruh. You see, right?
Short timer, heck yeah. I see you looking good. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
You on the short bus, short timer.
It feels so good. The best thing was to clear that house and then to get on the road and come home, come to my mama's house. That felt so good, man. You know?
I can't believe it, man. How does it feel? I look at it now and I see like the time flew by and I said, man, if I would have done, I could have retired. I would have been 2 years retired now.
Yeah.
You know, but I've done a whole lot in that time, so I have no idea. You know. Man.
But you know, I think you did. I say when I think back, man, you was running. Was it 100 miles and running? 100 miles and what was the NWA song? 100 miles and.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you was running. I mean, the whole crew was running, but I would say like for me it was basketball, like you said. I was running for basketball. Got picked up for the All Army team twice. Didn't get to play one game.
You know.
And then for you was always hustling and grinding, bro. I can't remember you had this one car one day, you come back with another car, then I see it again, you got it crushed white interior, TVs
with the
in the
TVs. Hey, Sega Dreamcast. You remember the Sega Dreamcast?
Yeah. You chopped the top off the daggone Cadillac and made it what do they do when you put
lowrider?
Yeah. You pulled that joker off, bro. I'm like, you always hustling, man. So
there was a VCR player in that thing.
It was one in there.
You know what I'm saying? VCR player. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, man. You had the whole studio set up in the room. Yeah. It was just, I mean, it was crazy, but seeing you then and then knowing the whole time frame, you would not have stayed in. I mean, you could have stayed in, but it was kind of holding you back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let me tell you. I worked at the ADL. They only had 1 or 2 windows in the ADL. And you know, we had to, for our 15-minute break, we got 2 15 minutes and we got our lunch break.
Okay.
But we had the biometric scan to take our break. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And I realized that, okay, this ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I knew that I needed to be free. I knew, even though it was in there, we had our headphones on and we just making teeth and stuff. You know, I just knew that, man, I'm making this money in the daytime and I'm out making moves. There's people out right now and they seeing the world, they doing whatever. Hey, this is my uniform.
Yeah.
Bro, this is my uniform. You know, I love having a uniform. You know, one of the best things about the military is a uniform. And I wear this damn near every day. You know what I'm saying? To some extent. You know, I'm repping the kids' school. One, because I'm in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I don't want to get pulled over. You know what I'm saying? So I made sure, hey, Baylor is the top school out here. Hey, I make sure I'm in the hood, everything I got, my belt. is Baylor. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got stickers all on my car. I let them know my daughter's a tennis star. My son is a fencing star. I got, because I'm not from the South. I'm from California, so I'm still worried. But I love Chattanooga.
Hey, and unfortunately, we were just having this conversation, and it is Black History Month. That we had the conversation when we were in Hood, and it was it happens. It's the 21st century, and it still happens. And unfortunately, we have people who are blinded to that fact that it's not everybody, right? Mm-hmm. It's not everybody, but you still have those people that are planted into those important positions that take advantage of their authority.
That's right.
And then they over stretch that authority, because you are a peace. You know what I'm saying? Peace officer. It's policing, but you're supposed to be holding the peace, not creating havoc. And
that's right.
I remember when you told me about that situation when we were, back 20 plus years ago.
Chad Walsh. I know I've been dropping everybody's name. His name getting dropped too. Specialist Chad Walsh is the dude who did wrong. I still remember. Yeah. That's how traumatic it was for me when I realized, oh shit. Wow. I thought I was gonna get killed.
Yeah.
It was scary. They had the guns. I heard them things click. I'm on my knees in the middle of the street. I'm like, oh my God. For speeding.
What area was it?
Huh?
What area was it? You remember?
I was coming out of Copper's Cove from my boy Holloman's house through the back gate. What was that? Gate 5 or it was the back gate of Fort Hood.
Yeah. Wow.
MP. Specialist Chad Walsh. You know what I'm saying?
It was an MP.
Hell yeah, it was an MP.
What?
That's why I took Tar Trevino and we went to the MP station. And they're like, "What you want us to do? Get your ass here." They fuck up or what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why at the I've been there. You got to hit the 24-hour Walmart, and you got to sleep at the recruiting station because what was that, Sergeant? I don't know, but we had a crazy first sergeant. You know what I'm saying? A crazy first sergeant. Hey, I got some stories. Hey, but Sergeant Franklin went to Walmart, got the 24-hour shells, and went up to command with the dang on shotgun, and they put his ass out. Put him in jail, whatever they did with him, but they got rid of him.
What?
And that's because he couldn't handle, that your career is depending on you doing your job. Yeah. Your job is to recruit. It ain't to try to recruit. You know what I'm saying? You go recruit or you out this motherfucker.
You will recruit.
We'll recruit. Hey, we had 0 role training and stuff.
Oh,
hell
man.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to throw salt or Hey, look, I know a lot of people who recruited and destroyed them. I know a lot of people, and I tell people, look, you should get out of that. Some people are good, right? Some people, if you're a good salesperson and you can talk to people,
be a salesperson.
You'll do well. But if you can't talk to people, you have no people skills, you need to push that panic button. Do your it's your waffles, whatever you need to do. Say all the safe words. Get out. Because it's going to destroy your career. And unfortunately, you had people like that. And I'm glad that he didn't actually kill anybody because it's your family.
It's your family.
That time, crazy.
Yep.
And then they talk to you any kind of way, right?
Any kind of way. Hey, let me tell you, I can't remember his name, but when he cussed me out, I said, I was a corporal at the time because they had the corporal recruiting program. Corporal Brown, how may I help you? And then he said something crazy to me. And I said, who was this? He said, this motherfucking first sergeant. Who the fuck you think it is? You know what I'm saying? I said, oh shit, hey. And let me tell you, so our corporal recruiting program, they sent you home. He was talking to me wild. I'm back at home. I'm like, motherfucker, you know where we at? You know what I'm saying? I didn't say that to him, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because we back where I grew up. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You talking this wild shit, cussing me out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Over some recruiting. Hey, yeah, but he did. He was wild. Some of the funniest cuss outs I've ever heard. You know, he made Sergeant Parra pull over on the highway. Pull your motherfucking ass over when I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Sergeant Parra was like, can I call you back? No. Pulled over on the highway. Got his ass chewed out. Another sergeant, he was in Sergeant Dressel. He was eating like breakfast. And he said, hey, First Sergeant, I'm eating right now. Can I push that goddamn plate from your face? You know what I'm saying? He was wild. But, you know, he was infantry, hool, and we doing recruiting. This is sales. This is a people's business. Oh, he didn't give a damn about that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He was a wild boy.
That's crazy.
You know?
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
You know?
All right, bro. So look, tell us one of the most memorable experiences that you had.
All right. And this is the great thing. I just dropped off my daughter 2 weeks ago at IMG. You know, the school, and this is not about the dough, but, you know, it costs $95,000 a year for somebody to board there. You know, this school right here is $50,000 a year for somebody to board there. I'm from East Oakland, California. My girl from Bankhead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's great, I saw, you know, is that my most memorable experiences is happening right now because let me tell you, I got a bad memory, and I tell my family it's cool because I'm gonna go ahead and keep making new memories. I don't need to dwell on the old stuff because my life gonna stay shaking. You know,
right?
I know when I'm an old man, I'm gonna be a bad mofo. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna forget. You know, I took my girl to IMG. My daughter won the U.S. Open. That's cool, but hey, this resort I owned. You know what I'm saying? I had Jay-Z, Beyonce flying on in. Oh man, the jokes I was telling that night. You know, playing my dangle guitar. You know, I know they still coming. You know, so that's the memorable. You know, doing these. My daughter, she had on her vision board tag IMG. You know what I'm saying? I could take you to the hallway right now. We still have a shirt up above the when you walk down the stairs. I took her to she went with her school to IMG like last summer. I got a shirt and I put it up there and it says IMG. So every time she comes down the hallway, she slaps it, you know? Nice. IMG. It's some kind of thought. IMG. Man, she's at her dream school right now at 15. She realizes that hard work pays off. Hard work is smart work. Yeah. Most people, you go to college, you working hard, you know, you may not even get a job in your degree field. So that hard work, did it really pay off? You got a degree, but the stuff that she's doing is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I had never been to private golf clubs and tennis clubs and seen, hey, we took her to the school. In the student parking lot, there's Ferraris and G-Wagons and, you know, wow. Let me tell you, I had never thought about my daughter getting married. You know what I'm saying? Until I was IMG. I said, oh, you get married. Hey, your future husband up in here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because Jesus, LeBron's and stuff is graduating out of this. Hey, it was the biggest kids I ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't sat in the car because I was scared. You know what I'm saying? They were so big. You know what I'm saying?
Man, shout out to IMG, man.
Shout out to IMG.
That's what's
and
up.
Baylor, you know.
Yeah, and Baylor, man. That's
top
what's
25 on Sports Illustrated, but they ain't no IMG. But they more academics. Hey, check this out. So Baylor Academics at IMG, they do 4 hours of school, 4 hours of tennis. You know what I'm saying? Like minimum, you know? Yeah. And then they got the pros coming through there. And then they got girls. My daughter, she just called me yesterday. Hey, one thing she said today, she said, it feels good to be somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you know that you're somebody, she said it was cool back then, but she said now she feels like she's somebody. You know, and I know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
It's cool to be average, but when people are, I ain't gonna say nothing, you know, because there's endorsement deals and stuff coming in today. But when you somebody, you know, and people recognize you when you're doing interviews, and you realize that she used to get her ass whooped, Tay. You know, and she used to cry, and I'm like, hey, babe, we gonna put in these reps. Don't worry about it. I promise you, we gonna do what they ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna work harder than them, and then to see that it worked, you know, hey, it could have failed. but it worked.
Yeah.
And now my son sees that, and he's like, "Oh shit, my daddy wasn't bullshit." You know what I'm saying? So now I got him on his game, and he know, being a general, being president. It's crazy to even say that, but it could happen. Like I tell my brother, it could. I don't say it should, but it could if we do X, Y, Z.
That's what he want, man. Shoot
That's
for
what
it.
he want. You gotta be. Hey, like I told him this morning. So this school, the whole family could be moving to Florida for IMG, but my son wants to stay here at Baylor. So that means if he stays here, I'm gonna have to stay here with him, and my wife is gonna move down to Florida and be with my daughter. That's for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
And that's why we different than a lot of folks, because we willing to do things like that.
Right.
When we got the IMG call, we pulled her out of school. Within a week, we had moved her down to Florida.
Okay.
Most people ain't gonna do that.
Right.
And then they hit us for $36,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most folks ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And that was crazy. I didn't expect that. But they hit us. But man, he's really gonna. I told him it gotta feel like you're gonna die. Academics is a sport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why we give scholarships.
Absolutely.
So it's blood, sweat, and tears in academics. And if you think you about to pass out or faint or you about to cry, you got to push a little harder. You know what I'm saying? I told him, in order to stay here, for me to spend $50,000, you got to get straight A's. And let me tell you this, he could get straight A's, but he ain't gonna get straight A's right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not conditioned for that. I homeschooled him. I know it takes time to start getting straight A's.
Yeah.
But what he's used to is, I used to be the homeschool, so grades was easy. I'm teaching what I want him to know. Oh no. Now he getting his ass whipped by a top 10 school.
Yeah.
But the great thing about this, for people listening, the difference between private school and public school, he can fail a test, they will let him retest like every single time, and they will teach him what he needs to know. They believe that they're supposed to teach you when you're supposed to pass. Okay. They don't believe that, okay, you went to school, if you didn't retain information, you failed. Oh no, nobody failed. It's crazy. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I gotta keep him here, because I could take him to Florida, save $50,000 a year, and put him in public school because he has not grinded like my daughter has, and I've given him the same opportunity. He wanted to be a gamer, Tay. I paid damn gamer goddamn personal trainers for gaming. He just wanted to play. He didn't realize you gotta work your ass off. Gaming is easy. There was Fortnite, Tilted Towers.
Okay.
Dive into Tilted Towers 100 times a day. He didn't want to dive into Tilted Towers 100 times a day. He wanted to play with his friends. So therefore, I'm not going to continue to put no money into gaming if this is not what you're going to be able to do.
Right.
And what it is just he doesn't go hard enough. That's my boy, but he's just now learning that he could have been a gamer because he see what his sister's doing.
Yeah.
His sister's damn near a professional tennis player at 15 years old,
right.
And he had the same opportunities. But when I told his ass to dive into Tilted Towers 100 times, he didn't want to do that. But now he realizes, okay, so he got here at Baylor on his sister's scholarship. They let him in because of my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy. They wanted her, so they let him in. And because they didn't want to mess up like her eligibility, they paid for him, gave him a scholarship.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, because they didn't want to fuck up her stuff. So we paying for her, even though she's not going there now because it's a contract. Private schools work with contracts.
Right.
We're still paying for her like $2,800 a month or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And he's getting in from chump change, Yeah. But if he wants to stay here, he gonna have to die for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people there's a woman called Tiger Mom, an Asian woman who was on her motherfucking children, and they became like doctors and lawyers and jail presidents or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not that extreme, but I believe in what she did. I know it's reps. I'm on that Kobe Bryant Mamba mentality.
Shout out.
Yeah. I'm not as crazy as her. If I was, my children probably be like Jackson 5 or Serena and Venus right now. I'm just a little bit more lackadaisical. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna be Joe, are you?
I showed my children at Jackson 5 and showed them who I could be. I said we could get results, but I would have to be like this. If you wanted as a phenom, because a phenom ain't just you picked up a rack and you start balling. You had a crazy ass parent that had your ass on the court at 5 a.m. like Michael Phelps parents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I let my daughter wait till 8 o'clock when there was children. Well, we got to 5 o'clock today. I swear to God. We drove 40 minutes at 5 a.m. You know what I'm saying?
At that point, right?
Because she wanted it that bad.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, baby, we can get it. But the girls at IMG, they're practicing 4 hours. This is when we were still doing it on our own. So we knew we had to do at least 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? So we would either do 2 3-hour sessions or we would do 2 3-hour sessions. You know?
Yeah.
Whatever, as long as it was 6 hours a day.
Okay.
And so now she there with the big dogs. But when my wife moves down there, my wife still has to be up because they already have a practice at 6 a.m. She has to get my daughter on the court by 4:30, so they can go ahead and put in that extra time.
Yeah.
Because she can't do what they doing. You know, you can't do what the pros is doing. You got to do better. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to be the best.
That's
they doing 4 or 5 hours a day. She needs to be doing 6, 7 hours a day. We call it hustling like an immigrant. You know what I'm saying? You know, we African American. Hey, we hustle like an immigrant. When my wife and my wife and daughter in Florida, I'll show you. I asked my mom and my pops for their travel trailer because me and my son, we about to move out of this big motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna move into my mom and pop's travel trailer and live at a little RV site for the next 6 years because he said he wanted. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let. Hey, you gotta sacrifice for this. If I'm gonna pay $50,000 for your education, oh, you go sacrifice for this. Well, we'll be living, so we'll only have to pay about $30,000 because he won't be 40. You know, but it ain't gonna be this no more. You know what I'm saying? Cable, oh, that's gone. You know what I'm saying? It is internet. You know what I'm saying? And we just started a new business, so we're gonna be spending most of our time over there at the office. You know?
Yeah. All right, bro. So tell me, you have given us a wealth of knowledge, and bro, you dropped a lot of jewels. Man, tell me give me a leadership lesson. You kind of gave us a whole bunch of them, but what's the leadership lesson that you live by?
For leadership, it's always something. You know what I'm saying? It's the person that knows it's always something and willing to just, hey, that's what it is. I tell my children, if you think it's going to be easy, you fooling yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's always something. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And the good thing about it not being easy is that you know you can do it because most people ain't going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes it easier in itself. You know, it ain't going to be easy, but most people ain't going to do it. And so that makes it attainable. You know, it's always something. I think that's probably the number one thing I learned in life is that ain't nothing easy. Even when we took her to IMG, we got there on like a Sunday. Man, her paperwork didn't get processed till Wednesday. So we running back and forth, sitting around. And it's something I learned in the Army. And I told her, hurry up and wait.
Hurry up and wait.
They was on our ass about getting down there. Hurry up and wait. I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know?
It's a fraggle to that one. It's hurry up and wait faster.
Hell yes. You know what I'm saying?
Hurry up and wait faster.
That's what it is. I'm going to text her that, you know? She needs to know. Man. You know, that's one of the greatest things I learned in the military. Because most people start losing their mind. They ain't like, this fool is acting crazy. And then all you got to do is realize, hey, we're going to be here waiting a long time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got to outlast the competition. You know?
Yep.
So that's an Army life lesson. You know?
I like it. Give me 3 leaders, man. Three leaders in your book. 3 great leaders.
Kobe. You know, I'm still on that Mamba mentality. Mamba. That's why, let me tell you, I was not a Lakers fan. I was not a Kobe fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm only with Kobe for the dang on for the Mamba mentality, for what he did, for who he was. Yeah. You know, because I don't go as hard as Kobe. I would love to. You know what I'm saying? I tell my children, hey, did you hear about the one where the boys is running and then one of the boys cheat they doing like suicides, cheats the line by like a half an inch or so. And Kobe was gonna get team shoes for everybody. But that kid cheated it by a half inch. No shoes for nobody. You know what I'm saying? But nobody, you know?
Nobody.
And that's how I think in order to do anything, to be the best at anything, because we might as well shoot to do the top, because if you don't make it, at least you're going to be successful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you shoot to be average or just make it, then it's probably not going to happen. You know? So with Kobe, it showed me that you can be extreme, and he breaks it down in his book about he wasn't the biggest, he wasn't the fastest, he wasn't the most talented, but he worked. Right. You know, he was there, and you can ask my daughter, hey, if me and my daughter get to the court and somebody comes after us, we will not leave Tay until they leave. You know what I'm saying? We will not. We will stay there. You know, I don't give a damn if we was there 2 hours earlier. If they show up and there's a girl or somebody that look like they should be trying to do what we do, oh, we won't leave until they leave. Nice. Got that from Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
Outwork.
My second person is Sun Tzu. He wrote the kind of like a Bible. It's called Tao Te Ching. It's Eastern type philosophy. I'm into philosophy.
Okay.
Since I've been grinding, I haven't picked it up as much, and I've been listening to this book called the 5 a.m. Club. So Sun Tzu, Kobe, and the third person, I'm gonna have to say my boy Sadhguru right now. You know who Sadhguru is? This Indian cat. You have to look him up on YouTube.
Sadhguru.
Yeah, Sadhguru. SADGURU. Sadhguru.
Okay.
I call myself a hustle yogi. I hustle and I grind, but really it's not for the fancy things and all that. It's for the freedom. It's to take care of my children. I know I got to take care of my mom and pops, my wife's grandma. I'm sure I'm going to have to take care of her. And then the grandkids I want to be able to do. So I consider myself that immigrant, like the Asians and the Indians who come here from other countries. And one of my favorite examples of sleeping on the floor of the donut shop, you know, me and my family, we just bought, you remember 1 Hour Photo?
Yeah.
So we basically have the 3D version of that. We bought a 3D booth and we bought a color printer that prints in 3D. So I consider it like the Asian hustle. Like I grew up and I saw the whole family working there. I just picked that up, and I hustle for the family. You know what I'm saying? You would think I was a bum. You know, the shame, man. You would think I was a bum. People don't know that, and I love that. It's a book called The Millionaire Next Door. I love being the millionaire next door in a house. The house we just moved from was only $200,000. I paid $114 for it. You know, and you know, nobody would ever know that we're what do they call it, financially free, you know?
Yeah.
So those are my three: Sadhguru, Kobe, and Sun Tzu from Tao Te Ching, you know?
Okay. So give us a life lesson that you can leave us with.
Life lesson. Do the opposite of everybody else. Do the opposite of the masses.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't follow the crowd, man.
That's all I got, you know? Most people, yeah. That's it.
Look, you hit on everything almost on every topic. Everything we talked about, you hit all quotes, all this stuff. You gave us a million quotes. So we're going to move into the lightning round.
All right.
You ready for the lightning round?
This is why I may be struggling. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So for everybody else out there in TV land, first and foremost, shout out to the Jewel Junkie, where they add style to your smile, $5 at a time.
Wow.
$5 at a time, man. Y'all going over there and check out JewelJunkie.com. That's my sponsor, and probably the person that's going to be trying to answer most of these questions. All right. So you just give us the quickest answer that you can give us, and I'll try not to go down a rabbit hole.
Okay.
All right. If we put up we got in the car or whatever it is that you listening to music on, what's the top 3 most played songs on your list?
It's going to be Lil Wayne, Steady Mobbin', you know, with Gucci. It's going to be Lil Wayne. It's going to be No Ceilings. All I listen to, It's gonna be that no ceilings. That's it. I tell you, that's it. Steady mobbing. I only listen to the music when I need it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in the gym or something, because I'm normally listening to audiobooks. But reading the question, that's why I said this may be the hardest section.
Oh no, it's good. It's good. I mean, we're getting more information from you. Okay, so where do you go for inspiration?
My audio game.
Audio.
Right, first, my last name is Brown, so I turn on Les Brown, and I used to be a motivational speaker at one point in my life. So, and I told the children that's our cousin, that's their uncle. You know what I'm saying? So I turn on Les Brown, and that's just where the ball gets rolling. But it's usually YouTube. You know, it's usually YouTube. And then my audiobook game is stupid. You know, I got that Audible.
Yeah, somebody was just telling me about that Audible.
My library game is stupid. You know, I got anything and everything you can think of.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where it's at.
All right, so if you're on social media, it's probably just answer that. What are you watching or listening to? Which channel?
Right now, because is that my PC or your PC? Man? Let me see. So I just bought this 50 grand for this damn printer, 45 for this my Maki printer, color printer. So if you look at my YouTube, there's hella videos that I've been watching on this software called Autodesk NetFab. So I can learn. So 3D printing is called additive manufacturing.
Okay.
What I plan on having is a warehouse full of these $50,000, $200,000 printers printing off whatever. Yeah. You know, printing off prototypes, printing off figurines, printing off medical devices. Because my whole thing is about loans, investments, and rentals. But if you have money and credit, if you have credit, you can buy a printer. Everybody can't afford these printers. You can learn the software. It's not a whole lot. They also have training, but now you can print up things. You can print up products. You can print up auto parts. You can print up anything. Damn near anything you can think of, you can print up.
What?
Anything. You can print in metal, you can print in plastic, you can print in sandstone, but anything you can think up can be printed. You can give me something right now and I probably can print it up, Tay. I have a printer downstairs and I got another printer coming, but these things are called like farms. And before everybody is on it, I would like to have a farm rocking. So I'm watching videos on that. And then I told you I bought a 3D camera system, which is called photogrammetry. And it's basically a 3D scan. So I can scan you in 1.4 seconds, get a full scan of your whole body, every angle, and then I can print that out. That's tools and things. If you got 1 second, I can show you an example.
Show me.
Let me run downstairs. Hold on.
All right, so we say fantastic show, guys. Okay, we got Jewel Junkie still there. I'll definitely rewatch. Okay, nephew Tate, time to start living the real dream. No work. Yes, I am. Bookman, yes. Let's see. Join us for dinner. Are you back? Still getting
this is me right here. Uh-oh. Let me see. Can you see me?
Let me see. Yeah.
I don't know where the camera is on here.
I see it.
This is my girl right here. But
there you go.
There. And then this is what I printed up downstairs. So I'll give you an example. This cost me $1.10. This skull one right here, $1.10 on my printer downstairs to print.
Okay.
If you go to a website called Make Printable or any of the websites, this is $136 to print. It cost me $1.10. Yes. So now the printer that I have, this is resin. This is basically one color. But the new printer that I have coming, it prints in color. So anything you think of, I can print off in color. I'm actually working on the website now because I get my equipment at the end of March. This is another reason why I'll probably be staying here in Chattanooga with my son, is because Chattanooga is beautiful. There's a lot of tourists that come here, and the office that we found is right off the main tourist attraction. So to be doing something like this, it's fantastic here versus going to Bradenton, Florida, and that's kind of hood, you know. Right here, you know, Chattanooga's beautiful. You know, a lot of people get married here. Right by the river. And we're gonna join the small chamber or whatever it is, the incubator. They're giving but it's 50 cents a square foot for warehouse space, and it's right downtown. So this is my new business venture right here. I'm doing these figurines. The goal is to sell 10,000 of them by the time my daughter goes to college or maybe graduate from college. So anywhere from 4 to 7 years, sell 10,000. You know, I sell them about $200 is the average price point. The average profit margin is about $100. So 10,000 to be $1 million. So I make sure I have, you know, some money when she's ready to become a pro tennis player, because how a pro tennis player, they have to pay for everything themselves, like a team, like an NFL owner. Pay the team to travel. With a tennis player has to pay for her team to travel, the hotels, their salary, all of that. So when me and my wife travel with my daughter, I want to make sure that, you know, definitely for the first couple of years, they say it costs about $200,000 to have a full schedule. So I want to make sure she's covered for the first couple of years before she wins. You know, and then after that, I want to make sure me and my wife definitely don't have to do nothing. We could just travel around from country to country watching tennis, you know? So this is really as a short-term play. I'm just going to set up 10,000 figurines over the next 4 to 7 years. And if I have the farm, fantastic. If not, I still got my real estate and I plan on buying more, you know? So really, hustle yogi. I'm only doing it for a reason. I don't give a damn about the dough, you know, but I know it take real dough. You know what I'm saying? I know it take real dough. You know, it take real dough for the children. Hey, if I had to pay for Francesca to go to IMG and Junior to go to Baylor, that's $145,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? For damn high school. And I told my son, the reason you got to get A's is because I'm not paying for college. You can have your choice. I pay for high school now, but you better get A's so you can get a scholarship. So you go to West Point, the Air Force Academy, even the Merchant Marine Academy. You know, we went to a presentation for all of these, you know. Absolutely. Who we got? We got Cream is still getting his his hustle on. His example is to keep hustling. Absolutely, Boogman. All right.
He make it all look easy. You know? Loving the show. Follow those on the road to where you want to go. Yes. Nephew Tay, I love Les Brown. Nice. Oh, they printed the COVID test strips on our 3D printer. Really?
That's what I'm talking about.
Leonard
Barack Obama was the first president to get 3D scan. They made his bus as a 3D print.
Really?
Yep. And what he got was the scan where you have to hold still for 2 to 3 minutes. The machine I bought, you just sit there or stand there, 1/4 of a second gets the whole scan.
Oh, wow.
You know? Now, I know that's going to get old. That's why I'm hitting it fast. You know, and I spent $45,000 for that damn a photo booth. So I got to hit it fast and hard.
Right,
you know,
right. Uh-oh. Still there? Test, test, test. Oh, hold on. All right, look, I think we here. Awesome. Here. You still hear me? Y'all still there? Who all still out there? Y'all can still hear me? Talk to me. I think we had a snafu. Yep, we lost him. Come on back in when you get a chance to, Cream. There you go.
My bad.
You good?
Let me tell you, I only use this laptop. I do a little day trading. You know, I dabble in everything tech. You know?
Yeah.
So I use this to day trade, and this computer has this big old battery.
Oh,
see if y'all can see this. So it's a gaming laptop, but it dies so fast. And then I kept seeing the message that it was dying, but I knew it was plugged up, so I didn't think it was me. I thought maybe it was coming on your computer.
No, it's not mine.
You know, but That's why I kept asking, is that yours? But I was able to clear it, but it wasn't plugged in all the way.
Okay.
You know? So, yeah, I do a little day trading. Let me tell y'all, if anybody messes with the stock market, I would say only buy when it dips. If not, if you buying when things is all good, oh, it's a scam. You know what I'm saying? It's a Ponzi scheme. It's all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Again.
Buy when it goes low.
Buy the dips. Now, this is not financial advice. We cannot tell you to buy, sell, or trade. However, what he does and what I do is we buy the dips.
Heck yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it gets ugly. If you think the stock market is always going up, oh, no. Hey, it's a pump and dump. You know what I'm saying? It's a pump and dump. You just be ready when it dumps, so you can go ahead and get you a piece. You know what I'm saying? Man, Roblox, that's my stock right there.
That's what you in Roblox?
It went up to 140. That thing dropped for $57. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes. I know. I'm eating right now. I think it's at 69. Let's see what it closed at. Hey, it dropped down. I sold some puts on it. I sold a $55
Oh, you doing
put.
options too?
I do options too.
Oh,
hey,
come on.
Killer, let me tell you. When I'm trying to get these dough for these children. You know what I'm saying? And then plus, what I love about the stock game, even though I'm telling you, do not buy when that thing is ugly. You know, when it's high, when things look like it's all good. But imagine that. I'll show you. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. But today, I made, and now this ain't nothing because I lost money too before, but today, $1,325.91. Just imagine if I could do that as an old man when I'm 65 years old and I do it once a week or twice a week, you know? And what this really has come from is this Roblox. Roblox went up $6.05 today. I have 50 shares at $61. I got a put at 65. I got a put at 75, and I got a put at 55. You know, so on that I made 1,100 out of that. What did I say I made? I made 1,325. 1,100 was Roblox. Roblox was my biggest win last year. That's why I'm messing with. I got some other junk like Krispy Kreme and GameStop, and Riot. Riot is like a crypto stock, but it's but that Roblox, and yeah, it was up $1 after hours. Now it's down to 12 cents.
Look, I'm gonna have to check them out, man. I haven't really been messing with them too much. I know it. I'm familiar with it, but I haven't. It wasn't on my radar, so I gotta check those guys out, especially with that big of a drop.
Yes. Oh, Tay. So I know my mark with Roblox is like 75. That's why you see my first put was at 75 because that's the normal range. I've been trading it since the IPO, and when I let it go at like $90 a share. And then remember when Facebook, like the Oculus, and they changed their name to Meta.
Yeah.
When they changed their name to Meta, Roblox went up to 141. You know, I let go of it at $91. Oh, I was sick. You know, and then it came back down to $57 though. You know, so that's why you buy the dips. You know what I'm saying? Because people did buy at 140. On this GameStop I had, I woke up, I saw it on the news, it had went up to 160. I thought it was going to take off again. Once I bought at 160, it went down. You know what I'm saying? The moment. It went down like $97, but now it's like at 123, something like that.
Yeah.
124.
Well, shoot. Look, all right. We went down a rabbit hole.
My bad.
All right, best lyricist.
All right, you know I'm from California, so I say Tupac.
Tupac?
I'm going to say, you say why?
No, I said Tupac. What?
Oh, yeah, Pac. I'm going to say CeeLo Green when he was like, they dying to be niggas. You know what I'm saying? Hey, on CeeLo, on that Goody Mob album, I just go to CeeLo's part on every song. You know what I'm saying? The rest of them is cool, but CeeLo and I'm going to say Devin the Dude. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Devin.
Okay. Now, who's your favorite lyricist?
Huh?
Who's your favorite lyricist?
Oh, I forgot Lil Wayne. Hey, I gotta say Wayne because when I'm in the gym, I only listen to Steady Mobbin. Over it. I throw on No Ceilings. You know, I'm still what? I don't know how old that is, but I'm still knocking it.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
All right, best group.
I don't even know if I heard a group, Ted. The last group I may have heard of was maybe Hot Boys. You know what I'm saying?
If you like that group, that's the best.
That's the last. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's it. You know, let me tell y'all, get your audiobook game up. I love my music, man, but man, let me tell you. So they say if you listen to an audiobook every day on your way to work, in a year, it's equivalent to like a 4-year education. So
Really?
once I heard that, man, I go stupid on the audiobooks. My girl, we hop in the car, she got on the music. I can't say I'm joking. Hey, that's what y'all want to listen to? Hey, that's what y'all gonna be putting in. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing wrong with the music. It's what you put in. You know what I'm saying? You can put in, I got audiobooks on tennis. My girl, she done heard, my daughter, Pete Sampras, Rafael Nadal, you know, some of the strategy books, the Zen books. You know, you either can listen to music or you can listen to these audiobooks. And even though we used to rap, you know, I used to be in this thing. I listen to my stuff from time to time, and I can't believe I made it. You know what I'm saying? You know.
You still got it?
Oh, yeah, I still got it. You know what I'm saying? I still got it. Hey, but let me tell you, when I do start rapping again, I told you I'm going to be at my resort. I'm going to be on the stage with my guitar, and I'm going to be putting them on this financial hustle yogi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hustle, but it shouldn't be for material things. It could be, you know. I'm sure I want some things, but I'd rather have that freedom. My girl, hey, I should introduce you to my wife. She hustles, and she's trying to get things. Me, it's only about that freedom. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy she likes things. She shows me things that I wouldn't even have, you know? Right. You know, but me, I could be a monk somewhere. I could be off in a monastery, you know?
That's good, man. All right. Best player.
Roger Federer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Roger Federer. It's either Roger, Nadal, or Djokovic. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if y'all
like the
watch
Joker?
tennis. Huh?
The Joker?
Hell yes. Hey, he a bad man.
He is a
You know
bad
what I'm saying?
man.
Play offense, he plays defense, he consistent, but he has this right here. You know, he stopped eating meat and he went vegan just because he wanted to be a better tennis player. You know? And if you're willing to do something for your craft like that, you know, most people won't even do it for their health. Yeah. If you do it just to be a better player, you a bad man.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my players.
All right,
and
man.
what's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what's the best movie out this year? This last quarter of the year?
Okay. I don't know if Don Cheadle's been in anything, but that's my folks.
I like Don. I like him, man.
He was in something, then I know it was a win. I just saw that Don Cheadle, and he was who was he playing? Miles Davis? Was it Miles Davis?
I don't remember. I know I seen it. Was it on what?
I don't even know.
It wasn't on Netflix,
you know,
was it?
Because I got that. I don't know. Yeah, it was Don Cheadle. He played Miles Davis. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to say it was that. Man, I don't know. Let me tell you, because I look at so much of that I believe in bombarding the brain. Now I do turn on stuff to have on the background, but my family will let you know if a regular movie come on, I'm going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sleep. I go to the movies a lot, Tay. When I'm out of town and I go and usually nobody's there and I go to sleep. I just went and saw Kingsman not too long ago. I was knocked out.
What?
Before that, I saw Nightmare on Alley Street or something like that. I'm knocked out.
Yeah.
You know, me and my girl first met, we went and saw Matrix. I was knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because as a hustler, man, you get them lights, they go off, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm done. So, really, Don Cheadle, the only thing I can think of is Black Monday, you know, because he on that hustling. I just watched Any Given Sunday the other day. I try to put on sports and stuff like that. Oh, hey, you may not know this, on Netflix there's a show called Cheer. I know I'm late to it. It's called Cheer.
No, I haven't heard of it.
Cheerleading. Man, I didn't know cheerleaders go so damn hard.
Oh yeah,
My has been taking stuff that the cheer coaches have been saying and telling my daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
right there, really like stuff that shows my family like, hey, the JUCOs, you know, that cheer is really, it's about a junior college.
Yeah.
Then they have the JUCO basketball. They had the JUCO football on Netflix. Any of the underdogs, because that's what we are. You know, hey, I remember in 2013, I'm working as a personal trainer at Lifetime. I go to the gas pump and the damn card is declined. I gotta search around my car for change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and my got divorced. You know, we actually had separated for like a couple of months, and I said the only way this is gonna work is if I take over these finances. And I put her on an allowance, and then from there we got shit together and we took off. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so I play a whole lot of stuff like that. I try to just keep it all motivation. I'm trying to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if the children, even if they ain't paying attention, they hear it in the background. I'll be playing stuff like that so they know a lot of those ESPN 30 for 30s. You know, there was just a dude on there. He was what was he? Like Down syndrome. He became an Iron Man. You see him and his daddy. His daddy was
His dad was taking him through and doing all this stuff with him, right? Yeah, I remember that one.
Hey, his dad hired a trainer, and then the trainer was like, "Oh no, I'm not putting together a routine for him." He was like, "Treat my son like he was anybody."
Yeah.
And then he was the one pushing his son, who he struggled riding a bike.
Yeah.
Had never swum before. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of stuff I keep putting in front of the children, because Junior was 1 pound 2 ounces. Fancy was 3 pounds 2 ounces. So I told them they could easily be drooling tank.
Yeah.
They could be wearing helmets.
Right.
So I try to let them know, hey, y'all some lucky mofos. I'm a lucky mofo. My mom was 15. I should be a statistic. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm just on that. I know I'm crazy. I call it crazy, you know what I'm saying? Passionate, whatever it may be. So my music game, my pop game, my boy that I talk to every day in Cali, he be like, hey, you heard of this? No, I ain't heard of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing besides this tennis, this additive manufacturing, this whatever it is that I need to know right now. That's all I'm on, you know?
Yeah.
I know that a part of my daughter's tennis game that I want to be a part of, I want to be the strategist, the strategist, know. So I'm already working on studying Coco Golf and these players in the future, because I know my daughter is going to be playing them. So I really don't have a lot of time to do nothing, to not to do the regular stuff that I'm going to say that the masses do, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's levels to this game.
Yep.
And I ain't got time for that right now.
That's good stuff, bro. That's awesome. All right, look, you made it to the end, bro. This is your plug. What you got to say to the people? You giving us a plethora of things to think about and to ponder on, and just be like, if you want to get there, you got to do something different. You gave that to us. What else you got? I mean, how you want to?
This is my number one quote. This is mine. This is Frank Financial.
Okay.
I need to get it copyrighted.
Come on.
This is how it goes. Some can't, most won't, few will, I do. I'm gonna break it down. So some can't. There are people that some of them just can't. They may be mentally, physically, emotionally, they just can't get it done.
Right.
I understand that. But most people, they just won't do it. Most people will not do it. It's human nature. You can pick up these human nature books and learn about it and just realize, okay, if this is human nature, just fight it. You know what I'm saying? If this is human nature, just fight it. You have that choice, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
Some can't, most won't, few will. I know there will be some people that do it. Few of them. The 20%, the 10%.
Right.
And then the final one is I do. I know if anybody else has done it, I can be one of those people that do it. That's why selling figurines, I really don't have no worries about it. Because if anybody has done it, there's some people that do it average. I'm going to do it better than them because I do everything better than average people. You know what I'm saying? Because I just go harder. An average person's not going to wake up at 5 in the morning and then spend 90 minutes every day just thinking about how to make their business better. Yeah. You know, it's just certain things. So that's my quote. You know, some can't, most won't, few will, I do. Or when it comes to my family, we do. Yeah. You know, that's all I got.
Man, bro, you got me excited over here, man. I'm pumped up. I want to get back in the studio.
Man, let's do it. I got some financial lyrics I need to drop. You know what I'm saying?
Look. You let me know when you got the beats and stuff, and then I'll come through, man.
Man, I still got plugs. I still got folks with studios. You
know what I'm saying? I'll come through.
Hey, do you know I went and got Pro Tools certified? I went to a school called Future Rhythm in like Santa Clara, California, near Redwood. And I got Pro Tools certified. I used like my Army GI Bill, and they paid for the equipment. They paid $13,000 for Pro Tools. Gave me the I think it was a G5, Apple's G5 setup, and then I hooked up with my boy JP. He had a store, and he had a studio, but I bought the Pro Tools in there, and then we were able to advertise that a Pro Tools engineer was here, and we was killing it. You know, hey. After we did our thing, I went on to some other things. I'm in a Black Eyed Peas video. You know, what? My boy Polo, he was like a Filipino rapper. So that plugged us with Black Eyed Peas, man. And then the hyphy movement, I done some things there, you know.
That's what's up, man.
I done a lot, you know. I done a lot.
We get the whole crew together for one more run at it.
Hell yeah! You heard from my boy Kane. You heard from Kane.
Not since he left, man. Not since he left. I was looking for him, but I couldn't find him. I heard Neely, Chris, Lou.
I see him a lot.
Seen Lou. He's a lawyer now, and I haven't heard from Hector.
Okay.
But those just you, Lou, and Neely. That's it.
Okay.
We can find the other two.
My boy Holloman, you know, he became a dentist, but I tracked him down. I think I called the dental office he was working at, but I never heard from him.
No.
You know? D-Love, my boy Glover, I just talked to him not too long ago. You know, he got grown kids now. It's crazy we got grown kids.
I know,
you know?
Man. That is so crazy.
Isn't that wild?
That is wild, bro.
Yeah, that's wild. Man.
Well, look, it was awesome. I really appreciate you. We have set the bar. We at 146, bro, and we're still able to go.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what's up, man. That's what I'm talking about. So look, I'm gonna have you back to go over specifics.
That sounds good.
Okay, so
that sounds good.
This was general. This is just like this is. But when you come back, we're gonna be talking about some can't, some won't. What is it? Some can't.
Some can't, cause only some. Some people can't. Yeah. There ain't a whole lot of them. Some can't, but most people won't.
Most won't. Yes.
You know, few will. We do.
Yes. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We do.
And that we're gonna talk about what it is that they will, won't, and can't.
That's
do.
right.
That's what we're gonna talk about in the next.
That's really what it boiled down to.
Yes.
Because you can do anything. Hey, one last thing. My son just realized being smart just means you just learned the stuff before you went to school. You know what I'm saying? You just studied a little bit more. It don't mean you was born with it.
Right.
It just means when the teacher said read this, you read it then.
Yeah.
And you made sure you knew the information. You watch YouTube videos on it. You know, you did all of the extra stuff. So when you go in there and they asking general questions, you throw your hands up, you look like a damn genius.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, raise your hand enough times to where they say you can't answer anymore.
That's right. That's right.
And then they be like, no.
That's all it boiled down to.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you, bruh.
Yep.
We here.
Yep. Dang all right.
We here. All right, brother. I'm gonna shut this thing down. And
I appreciate you. Dad.
It was so awesome. I appreciate you answering the call. And
likewise.
we will definitely do this again. And hey, look, I'm gonna hit you up.
All right.
All right,
I
brother.
appreciate you, bro.
No
Be
problem.
easy.
Be easy.
Everybody be easy. Have a good one.
All right, all right, all right. That's the show, man. Man, who with me? I got 2 viewers. Good show. All right, Book, but you still out there with me, man. That's what I'm talking. Yeah. Look, my setup is a little off, but it's all good. Hunt the good stuff. That's what I'm talking about. So, he doing his thing. I can't play the stock. Too depressing for me. You have to go to work. What's the name of the resort? I need somewhere to go. Look, so I don't have my 2 screens set up. Like I said, we just got here, got everything set up. Really not even set up. My mom gave me a spot to plug and play. So look, next time, if the thing kept going in and out, it's because I was switching in between to see if I can catch the what was being said in the chat box. I appreciate everybody coming out. First Sergeant, awesome. So good to see you. I hit you up after I eat, because I know it's only like 5 o'clock your time. I hit you up and we can go over some of the stuff. Everybody else, y'all take it easy and peace. Love. That is the show.